one time and he said, if your guru asks you to jump, you don't have to ask anything, just ask how high. And I think that's how I felt when I was in the temple and doing service for Guru Maharaj. So I cook and clean. And I remember when Guru Maharaj used to travel, whenever he went, he used to take a big stack of these paper tissues. And when someone who dropped Guru Maharaj and came back, he would have so many paper tissues for different devotees. This one for you, this one for you, this one for you. We had stacks and stacks of these paper tissues. One-liners and few words from Guru Maharaj. We used to wait for it. Did you get it? Did you get it? I got one. And some people said, I got 3. So it was really like we used to wait for those things. So I remember when I got married, Guru Maharaj told me, okay, it's time to get married. So I found a boy and we got married. So after a few years, I asked him if I could move to US. And he said, yeah, you have 5 years. We were like, okay, yeah, 5 years, we are going to go, become billionaire and come back. And so we went 5 years and we made not a penny. Not a penny. And after 5 years, Guru Maharaj said, okay, Urmila, time to come back. And we're like, hasn't made a penny, Guru Maharaj. He said, okay, you have 5 more years. And we were like, okay. So we stayed 5 more years and then we became, went back to college, we got education. So I became a certified public accountant from USA. And first person I called was Guru Maharaj. I said, Guru Maharaj, guess what? I became CPA. He said, oh, very good, very good. And then he says to me, stay simple. And I was like, okay, all right. And he said, be simple. Since you gave up and become a brahmachari, now Krishna is giving you, don't be so puffed up, don't be so proud. And he was always saying that to me. And now I realize I must be puffed up and I must be proud. That's why Guru Maharaj had to say this over and over and over and over, One thing, I'm from a corporate world, so I always looked at Guru Maharaj for corporate world. Whenever I spoke to Guru Maharaj, whenever I met him, whenever I came from it, and I used to tell him, I took this one, that one. And then one time he asked me, which one you like? I said, I like British, I like Swiss. He said, how do you always get cheap tickets then, Urmila? Can you tell me I can buy cheap tickets? Like I travel economy, Guru Maharaj. And he just laughed at me. And then he would always ask me, he said, are you doing the same job or you change your job? It's like, no, it's a different job, Guru Maharaj. So in 2014, when I came to India for Vyas Puja, I'll say one more thing. And he saw me and he says to me, he said, I want you to buy a house. And I'm like, huh? What? I'm here 2 weeks. How do I buy a house in 2 weeks? And since he wanted, I was like, okay, I'll try. So we went, I was staying in the guest house for 2 weeks. And he would call me 3 times a day. Did you find it? Did you find it? Did you find it? But in guest house, you don't have a phone in the rooms. So if someone calls you, you actually have to come to reception. So he called me first day, I came to reception. Then he called me in the afternoon, I wasn't there. Then he called me again in the evening, I wasn't there. And next day he says to me, why don't you have a phone? I said, Maharaj, I'm here for 2 weeks. Why would I have a phone? He said, who in the right mind do not have a phone? I was like, I don't know. He said, get the phone tomorrow morning, first thing. I was like, okay. So I asked devotees, I said, how do I get a phone? He said, you can't get a phone, it will take you 2 weeks. I was like, huh? Now what? So I called my Verizon in America. I said, please start my phone, I'm getting scolded for this, So he started my phone and immediately I told Guru Maharaj, I said, okay Maharaj, you can call me on this number now, he's working in India. And he was so happy. He said, one should have a phone all the time, Guru. It's easy to communicate. I was like, okay, Guru Maharaj. So I've been very fortunate. So in 2016, Guru Maharaj again reminded me to come back to India. So in 2016, tail end of it, November, I called Guru Maharaj. I said, Maharaj, is offer still open for me to move back to India? And he said, you're coming? I said, I would like to. He said, are you sure? I'm like, and then I started doubting myself, am I sure? I said, yeah, I think I'm sure. And then he says to me, have you quit the job? I said, yes. have you sold the house? I said, no, that I haven't done. Okay. And then he said, okay, come. So then we came to India, and then as soon as we landed, there was everybody. Are you the one? I was like, I don't know what crime I have committed, but I don't know if I'm the one. He said, no, Maharaj, just call to find out if you are here. And Maharaj told me, he said, I will not believe it until I see you in India. I was like, okay, Guru Maharaj. And so he came, and he was very pleased to see us in India. And he told us, he said, Urmila, you have made enough, whatever you have done, now it's time to do full-time service. And that is how he allowed us to stay in Delhi. And I'm very, very thankful to Guru Maharaj that he pushed me hard to move back to India. Because these 8 years, since 2017 to 2023, is the best years of my life. Maharaj was in Delhi. COVID was a blessing in disguise because he didn't go anywhere. He was right there in Delhi. We would see Guru Maharaj like 5 or 6 times a day. Any corner we turned, Guru Maharaj was there. He will walk, we will go up, we'll see him, we'll go down, we will see him. And this was the best time of my life. So I'm very grateful to Guru Maharaj that he pushed me to move back to India. And I hope he continue to just push me in spiritual life, and hopefully I continue to stay here. And I want a blessing from all of you that I stay in the association of his beloved disciples and, stay in ISKCON till my last breath and serve Guru Maharaj as he wishes me to serve. Hare Krishna. Śrīla Bhagavad Ki.
Haribo. Thank you, Urmila Mataji. So there is no little. We should not take it for granted. Any instructions coming from the spiritual master, we should take it as our life and soul. No little instruction. They're all very important instructions. And if we follow wholeheartedly, rest assured that we will be in the best position. Guru Maharaj Ki. So now I would like to request Surya Prabhu. Yes, sir. Last, we save the best for the last, or the last for the best. Up till 2 o'clock. And Barahamataji also. You want to be there together? I can have another chair there. Okay? Barahamataji also, please proceed towards the stage. And Nitai, there is only one chair. I need 2 chairs there. Hare Krishna. Just remember, we're going to have this recollections, memories, glorifications of Guru Maharaj this evening also, starting at 4:30, 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. Yes, and tomorrow also 2 more sessions. And just to remind you as well, on the way out, we have Hansa Gokul Prabhu, a dear God brother from Dubai. He has many, many items there concerning Guru Maharaj's different items. We have 20 different types of photos, 3 different photos with frame, 3 types of fiber footprints, 1 type of Pancha Dhatu footprint, a small booklet about Guru Maharaj. So just on the way out, I think, yes, right there. It's right there in the corner. Hansa Gokul Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Sura Prabhu, you may speak as you like, but not until 6 o'clock.
I thought that I'm, free from the chastisements. But I don't know, my brothers still continue me to chastise me. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. My God brothers, God sisters, uncles, if there are any here, and all the Brajavasis who are here, stationed for many years, my pranams to all of you, and pranams to all my sannyasi God brothers, and thank you for allowing me to speak. Though we had a wonderful journey, I was in UP, and we had a wonderful darshan of Kashi Vishwanathji. After that we went to Ayodhya, and from Ayodhya to Vrindavan. And in fact, I was not going to come here, but it happens to be my birthday today.
Happy birthday.
So the best treat for the birthday is to glorify your spiritual master. So I didn't want to avoid this. Anyway, I will start. Thank you very much for being here and patiently hearing wonderful God brothers, God sisters. They have a treasure of things to open up, and it's very nice. Just one thing I wanted to tell you. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj never wanted any glorification from his disciples, as I remember, all his life. And he would always shut our mouth anytime we talk about something good about him. And this is my little experience. So, Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumlabtam Yenai Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Gopal Krishna Goswami Namani Prabhupadasya Sahitamya Prakasha Vitiracha Pracharam Kirtavan Sadhu Bhagavad Padhayate Namah. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyati Deshitarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for clubbing us together on the stage, also for speaking. My brothers and sisters, my connection to Maharaj goes way back in 1978. I graduated from a film institute and came to Mumbai. Lord was very kind that I had to be in the office of Srila Prabhupada, and I had the best of the associations with the God brothers of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Whether he was a Giriraj Swami Maharaj, whether Sridhar Swami Maharaj, and many other people who have been in Prabhupada's office. Nobody ever preached me to become any devotee. It's the mercy of my mother and my parents who brought me in an atmosphere of spirituality from a young age. Getting up in the morning was not a new treat to my ears or eyes, because I used to get up in the minus temperature of 10 degrees also. I used to get up in the morning at 5 o'clock. If I would not get up, my father will pour cold water on my head and I'll make faces. But the sanskar which my parents gave, I think because of that blessing, I reached to the office of Srila Prabhupada 1978, 10th October, after I graduated from a film institute. Chitragrad Prabhu was the best friend of mine, and he made me to stay in the guest house in those days when it was only just 1 year past Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, and very hardly any person used to come to Juhu at the time. So they allowed me to stay. I had some few thousand rupees, I handed over to them. And from 1978 till I got initiated in 82, I could see the rise of many sannyasis and fall of many sannyasis, and many people, brahmacharis, got married and they left their responsibilities and went to the Western world. And those who were Western devotees, they left their responsibilities and went to the West. But my association deepened when somebody handed over me Haridas Prabhu, Bada Haridas Prabhu, handed me the beads of Srila Prabhupada and the bead bag of Srila Prabhupada and the gold buttons of Srila Prabhupada. That's way back in 1978, January, 79 January. And I was so blessed that these wonderful sannyasis, devotees, used to take care of me. And they allowed me, Giriraj Swami, Sridhar Swami, Chitragrad Prabhu, Vedvyas Prabhu, they are no more there. But I continued my professional life. I came to become a filmmaker, and I didn't want to join early. I wanted to strive for what I had come for. But I used to love to come early in the morning to Prabhupada's office at Guru Puja time, be there for some time and leave for my profession. And come back in the evening at 7 p.m. for Sandhya Arati. That was the point where I used to dance with the devotees and I used to sweat. And we used to cool off these sweats in a small Govindas which was then. And then all the sannyasis will come, and I had a privilege of serving them. My dear friends, those who are new devotees, they must know the history, what we underwent in ISKCON in those days. And there were so many devotees or so many temples or so many things there. It was only Hyderabad, Mayapur, Bombay, and that's it. And then slowly the temples started popping up in every city. And I used to keep on coming, and by the mercy of Radha Rasa Bihari, within a short time I was professionally very known in Bollywood. But I kept on coming to the temple in the evenings and eating prasadam with the devotees and with Gopal Krishna Das then. And I used to serve all the sannyasis, and Maharaj also had a wonderful son. And I had the privilege of seeing him in those days. But I used to serve all the time. Whenever I used to sign a contract, GKG Swami Maharaj would tell me, okay, what happened today? And then I would come, because I had not much Bollywood friends in the initial stage. And then my friends were all the devotees. So that's how I groomed in the Hare Krishna land. And of course, after Srila Prabhupada, Kirtananda Swami was there. He would initiate people. But somehow I have no idea why I was so inimical to him, and I never wanted to be his disciple. And that proved later on right, that I was very right. So then happened, then everybody would force me, oh, you are supposed to get initiated. And you have been chanting since 78, 79, 80, 81. Then came the time when his Maharaj got Diksha from none other than Kirtananda Swami in Hare Krishna land. And he was nominated, the initiating guru. He went to Mayapur, came back in 82. So everybody said, GKG Maharaj pushed me, others pushed me. So I said, okay. So I was I think second batch of Srila Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj's batch, and I don't remember on which day I got initiated, but it was a rainy season, and obviously I can remember it was Radha Ashtami or something like that. So since, my dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, so in 1982, I got initiated from His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Listen this. Listen this. Being in Bollywood, you have all the attires clean, fragrant, and you always look very beautiful. Because you're always with the Bollywood actors, this, that, professionals. When it came to initiation, I had long hair. स्वाभाविक है, आप हॉलीवुड में रहते हैं तो आपका सब बाल वाल खाल तो ठीक ही रहेगा। तो सभी ने, यहाँ पर कितने हिंदी वासी हैं? All of you can, okay. How many people can not understand, Hindi? Very few, okay. So, Giriraj Swami said, you go and, you have to get initiated because you have been here for a long time. So I went to Maharaj. He said, you are going to take initiation like this? I was with a pant and shirt and the long hair. बाल को थोड़ा छोटा कर देंगे आप? मैंने बोला ठीक है महाराज। मैं बार बार वहीं पे था, मैं बाहर चला गया, बार बार से कटिंग वगैरह करवा के आया। तो फिर महाराज के पास गया, मैंने बोला ये ठीक है महाराज? बोले लगता है आप सिंसियर नहीं है दीक्षा लेने के लिए। Sridhar Swami, you want me to give him the initiation and he's not cutting the hair. महाराज अभी तो करके आया हूँ, अभी मेरे को तो मैं प्रोफेशन, I was in profession. इसे थोड़ा और करके आ जाइए। फिर चला गया मैं बार्बर के पास, मैंने बोला भाई थोड़ा सा मिलिट्री कट कर दे इसको, आज महाराज हमारे। I went back. Then again I went to Maharaj and I said that this is okay Maharaj because I'm still in my profession. थोड़ा सा और कर दीजिए दीक्षा, ये पीछे सिक्का किधर है आपका? तो सिक्का नहीं दिख रहा था। Then again I went and did completely zero cutting of my hair and then approached him. He said, yes, you are going to get initiated tomorrow morning and be ready. Of course, I was remembering Maharaj's Pranam Mantra. It was not like Urmila Mataji that I had to catch up the same day, but we had started doing it early, Pranam Mantra. So ultimately I got initiated. In 1982, in the month of July, Radha Ashtami time, and from that day till he was in this planet, most of the time I have got chastisements. Sometimes people say that he has not chastised me, he was very nice to me. He was never nice to me. I don't know why. Maybe because I was so proud of my little abilities, but he always chopped it then and there. After I got initiated, Maharaj said, when are you going to become a full-time devotee? I was completely surprised. I never heard this word of full-time because I was thinking that I was doing whatever I was doing at the time for devotees or this and that, blah, 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 or giving my Lakshmi to the temple. Then, in the meantime, we had produced a film called Haridas Thakur film, for which I spent almost more than those days 80 to 90 lakhs of rupees, collected, did everything. So he said, when are you coming full time? I need you. I said, Maharaj, I have got 4 or 5 assignments in my hand. How do I close it? He said, I don't know. You just close it, you stop it then and there. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chittite Korina Akhya. From the young age you have learned that not to defy your spiritual master. And you'll be very happy to know, my dear brothers and sisters, somehow that went in my head. And do you know what? He said that, okay, you do one thing. What time you go for your profession? I said, the Maharaj, I go around early in the morning at 9 o'clock. And then what time you come back? I said that I come by 6, 7 o'clock. Can you start managing the restaurant? The Govindas managed restaurant at the time. Prasanatma Prabhu, he must be here in Vrindavan now. So he was managing. He was the vice president then in Radharasi Bihari temple. And Maharaj pushed me into the restaurant. And my dear friends, like for 5 years, especially for these techies who only want to be in front of the computer and not do anything. I had to clean the kitchen, which was completely, covered by the workers in those days. 81, there was a strike of Tata Saman, and all the workers went away, and all the workers were in the restaurant itself, and they were cooking, smoking, doing any nonsense there. And it was the tense situation for the devotees then to see that how can we open the restaurant. And then were a group of devotees, brahmacharis, Narsingh Chaitanya Prabhu, Arjun Prabhu, and so many wonderful devotees who are in the West now, the whole bunch. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So I left my assignments. My dear friends, I was a very famous film editor, producer and the director then, those days. I had my own company. So Maharaj said that you stop it. I think that is the grace of a spiritual master. He wants to save you from going to hell. When he sees what situations you are, he saves you. This is the compassion of a great Vaishnava who looks upon you beyond what you do or what you can achieve. What you can achieve in the material world. It's very, very, very alluring, and it's very, it's very hardly you can hear anybody coming out of the film industry and trying to be the devotee. It's never heard of. Because the glamour is so much. Money, wine, women and wealth is so much, it is uncomparable. But if you get a special mercy of an acharya, a wonderful devotee like Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, even he can make swine into beautiful person. So in the material world, especially in the Bollywood, you see the material world is like that. Bollywood is like that. But a spiritual master like Gopal Krishna Maharaj, who is expert, he is daksha in engaging people in the service of his divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada. In those days, there were very less Indians. There were a lot of Westerners. And he was very, very articulate in engaging. And I served in the restaurant. We used to clean the plates. I think sometimes maybe Urmila Mataji would also make chapatis inside the kitchen. I don't remember that. Both the sisters. And we used to lay down the tables, we used to clean the pots, we used to make chapatis, we used to serve, and we used to do whatever we had to do over there. From morning 7 o'clock till 12 o'clock in the night, and we'll come back into the temple hall at 2:30 in the morning to do our japa. My dear friends, it's not so easy. It's not a cakewalk when you're taking the instructions of your spiritual master, and who has been one of the finest disciple in whole of ISKCON. One of the finest disciples. I don't know how you're going to digest it, how much experience you have, but yes, I have been there for almost about 48 years now, and his life has been very, very transparent. His life has been an epitome of all the disciples, the best in the world. His sadhana, his lectures, his articulative interviews, meeting the biggest professionals, businessmen, and so on and so forth. And all that, and yet keeping himself very humble in the big shocks of his God brothers. I had never hangover of white, black, this, that in my life, because my father was the greatest painter in Srinagar, and a lot of Westerners used to come to our home.
Bluetooth
All the
mode.
girls of the Western world, they will come to our home and they will practically, kiss the hand of my father, who was a great artist. So that's why when I came and I used to see how they behave, how they walk, how they talk, and if it was contrary, I will always report to His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. This is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. He kept on shutting my mouth all the time. Never ever dared to say anything about the senior Vaishnavas. That's his quality. I remember once upon a time, Bhagavan Maharaj came. He came to the restaurant, he saw the kitchen, and Maharaj was with him. Bhagavan Maharaj means he was he had accomplished Durban temple at the time, and he was a very powerful person. And I didn't pay obeisances to him. And in the kitchen, we're all standing in the kitchen. He was like, "Oh, what are you doing? This. I didn't pay obeisances. Bhagavan Maharaj left the old restaurant, door was closed. He came back. He said, "No, you have no etiquettes at all, Surdas. You're not offering any obeisances to my god brother." I was completely shocked. And in the evening, after 7 o'clock, there was a court martial. The day's thing, if we will not do anything right, in the night time he will call, this person came, this person came, this person came, and he told me about this, he told me about that. And then I was completely disgusted, every time, everything is happening here. So this was his mood. After the initiation, after 6 months, I had a privilege to fly with His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj to Rajkot. When we reached to the Rajkot, Yashamati Nandan Prabhu then, with all the contingent of the devotees, Rajasuya, Yashamati Nandan, and so many other devotees were there to receive Maharaj. And when I came out of the plane, so I stood like this, like I was in my own hangover of my being in a Bollywood man. So Yashamati Nandan Prabhu was there and many other wonderful devotees. And thanks to my wonderful god sister, Vishakha Mataji, she was also there, a great lady. I love her for her dedication for spiritual master. That lady was running a Sankirtan bus at the time. Nowadays we become conscious of brahmacharis, ladies, this, that. She was heading the Sankirtan office, Sankirtan bus at the time, and they used to go to the villages. When I alighted when the plane we alighted from the plane and in the Rajkot, and I was just standing there, and he chastised me. He said, "You're not offering obeisances to Yashamati Nandan Prabhu. He's the leader of Gujarat." At the time there was no temple. It was a small bungalow somewhere, and I had to take so much of chastisement. In those days, my dear brothers and sisters, we used to have a fantastic Vyasa Puja. We used to have fantastic reception for Maharaj at the airport. At least about 30, 40 devotees would go to the airport and receive him. We will like to decorate the cars with the flowers and this and that. So much of love and devotion from many, many wonderful devotees. He would always chastise. And my dear friends, I think I am made of his chastisement only. And the journey is on and on. I helped Kenya temple when there was nobody. Maharaj requested me. From restaurant I went to Bhakti Kalakshetra in 1986. 86 my sister got married. I invited him to Srinagar for the first time. He had never visited Kashmir. Though his sister, one of the sisters, is married to a Kashmiri Pandit, but he had never gone there. And he stayed in our house then, 86, which was crowded with 500 people. He softly told me, Surdas, can you arrange my, accommodation, some nearby bungalow? I said, Maharaj, because you have so many guests to accommodate. I am a sannyasi. I cannot be with them. I said, okay, Maharaj, we'll do that. The next moment, I kept him in another house, big bungalow somewhere in our neighbors. And then he was hardly there, and then he would go along with me. There was Narsingh Chaitanya Prabhu, Nandu Prabhu, anybody knew from Radha Rasibari temple. He is no more, and some 2-3 more devotees. And they took the car and they went to see the Kashmir. And he said, oh, I have got a brother-in-law staying nearby here. I said, what is the address, Maharaj? It was just 2 minutes drive from my house. And he said, can I go there? And I said, Maharaj, you can take the vehicle. And I said that I have organized, should I tell this? After completing service, Seva in the Govindas for 5 years, from 80 to 86, my dear friends, I was supposed to go to Srinagar. My temple president at the time, Pun Brahma Prabhu, I don't know whether you know him or not. Pun Brahma Prabhu was the BBT person manager at the time. I said that I have to go to my home. I have finished all my Lakshmi, which was in the bank and here and there for 7 years. Can I have some little funds? He said, take this 500 rupees. This is for all brahmacharis who are now soaking in money. He said, 500 rupees. I was completely shocked. I traveled in my whole life in the second AC or, by plane. So I went to Maharaj. He said, oh, you're leaving tomorrow for your native place? I said, yes, Maharaj, you have to also come. So what? You will be busy with your own marriage of your sister. What are you going to do? I said, don't worry, Maharaj, we'll organize ever fantastic program for you in Srinagar. He said, yes, you will do that. So where you will get the money? I said, you don't worry, money will come, Maharaj. I went back home, I prepared the posters and this and that. First time, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj in Srinagar, 1986, April month. We did a fantastic programs there in Srinagar. Almost about 7,000 people came in that program, 2 programs we did. And he was so happy. He said that, you did this wonderful thing here. I said, everything is all right. You can do this. When I was going I said, the Maharaj, my temple president gave me only 500 rupees. He took out 5,000 rupees from his pocket. He said that, Surdas, you keep it. I said, Maharaj, you are slapping me. I have never taken any money from any sadhu any time. How do I take money from you for going to my native place? He said, no. You just keep it. And whenever you will have, you return. I said, okay, Maharaj, I will take this money from you and I will have to return this and you will take it. Okay, I will take it. So that was his wonderful love and compassion for me in those days, in tough times. And he knew that I had spent more than almost about 90 lakhs of rupees for producing a film called Haridas Thakur film in those days. Some of you must have seen that Haridas Thakur film, which didn't see the light of the day, but he was knowing what was happening with me then. I continued. I took over Bhakti Kalakshetra. He engaged me in the service of Kenya Yatra. In 1990, I did the first ever fundraising concerts for Kenya Yatra on the instructions of His Divine Grace, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Then it kept on happening, and Sarup Damodar Maharaj, he was very happy that I was serving all the sannyasis. Sarup Damodar Maharaj, it was very difficult for him to raise the funds. But I told him, Maharaj has engaged me in his service for a Manipur temple. He said, go, please help him. So we did a fantastic program. I did a big program for Sarup Damodar Maharaj in Manipur, where almost about 50,000 people came for Asha Bhosle's program and R.D. Burman's program. When he heard that, then our Orissa Maharaj, Bhubaneswar Maharaj, Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. He said, Surdas, you are not helping me. I said, that Maharaj ko bataiye, Maharaj. No, what should I tell him? So I kept him helping. I went for 6 months preaching in Bhubaneswar. It was a small hut where Maharaj was staying. Now people may not recognize, because after everything is done, people forget. I came back. Tamal Krishna Maharaj those days was having practically problems. I asked Maharaj, Tamal Krishna Maharaj is asking me, can I help him in Hong Kong and Philippines, Manila, where Janardhan Maharaj is coming from. I did at least about 3 fundraising programs for Hong Kong as well as Manila. One time I sent Kumar Shanu. Another time I send Lakshmikant Pyarelal. Third time I send Jagjit Singh. And fourth time Anup Chalota. That was what I was trying to do for all these. And Maharaj was feeling very happy. And every time he would say, Hare, something more you should do. Then came the Bhaktivedanta manner, big problems. Everybody would come and he would direct everybody to me, go and meet Surdas, he will help you. When Bhaktivedanta manner was in troubles, Maharaj inspired me, you should do something for that. I said, what should I do, Maharaj? Made Gavaskar to do a big walk and Rishi Kapoor to do a big walk for that Bhaktivedanta manner over there. He was very happy I could ever do that for the Bhaktivedanta manner. And many more things. Sometimes even the devotees feel very envious of me because God knows what. Whatever Maharaj was saying, and I was doing it. I was all the time doing it. Recently, just few days back, 1 week back, I met Gunmant Bhai, who came from Bhaktivedanta manner. He said that, Surdas Prabhu, you are here. I've heard your glories of the temple. I said, they never ever tell me glories of mine. It's glory of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Because we know that internally one who's a real devotee, he would never like to take anytime any credit for what you are doing. If at all anybody is taking the credit, I think he's the most foolish person ever you meet. But one thing I will tell you, there are so many wonderful stories to say, but I will cut short because
We can have part 2 if you like.
there's so many things.
It's Pasadam time and we have to come back at 4
Yes.
o'clock here.
Let me tell you last. What you see, I'm very happy, my dear God brothers and sisters, that when I see and when I heard, when we invited our beloved Prime Minister to Kharga temple, and I could nobody ever imagined that this would happen. Even my own friends would not believe me. The last moment also people would say, "Arey, kahan aayega Modi ji?" But he came, and it was not for me. He came for His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And you know why? I wrote a letter to him. I said that you don't know me and I don't know you, but you know His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And this is his dearmost project. And all these years, he kept on chastising me because I have an eye of an artist, and to make something beautiful, you need to put a lot of money. And to get the money, it's not easy. My dear God brothers and God sisters, along with my God brothers and God sisters there, we have put our best, and we have spent almost about 180 crores of rupees for that project. And it's one of the finest projects. I can boast of myself that yes, come and catch up in ISKCON. Of course, Mayapur is the best, and come up and catch up with this project. It's one of the best because not that we have put, because the people, and it is the saying of His Divine Grace, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, that one day this project will attract millions of people to the project. And my dear God brothers and sisters, this is what is happening. Every day, almost about more than 1.5 lakh people visit our Radha Madan Mohanji temple. And he said to me, Surdas, you have patience, and you will become the glorious in whole of the world. And my God brothers and sisters who have come and accepted our hospitality for 1 week, never I have seen any temple opening 1 week happening and all the who's who coming to the temple. And after the opening also, this temple is attracting who's who from the world because they saw Modi glorifying His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. And it was very tough. He didn't allow anybody to speak nor the governor, nor the chief minister, nor the deputy chief minister, or any sannyasis to speak. I was completely wonderstruck where I am stuck up. I am not an orator like, Janardhan Prabhu Maharaj or any other devotee. I don't know, though I have been on the stage in Bollywood for almost 40 years, so capturing all those people, they know me. But to speak in front of the Prime Minister and what to speak within a short time of a protocol of 3 months, 3 minutes or 4 minutes, my God brothers and God sisters, whatever I spoke, I didn't write anything. It was mercy of my Gurudev. And I didn't know what I spoke till the whole world started, all the Vaishnava faculty started praising me. What did you speak? I said, I don't know what I spoke. Because I was under pressure. For 7 days we were contemplating between the PMO office and my office. And it was so much pressure. And all Prabhupada disciples coming, more than 100 Prabhupada disciples coming, inviting them, sending them the tickets, making them to stay here and all that stuff. It was very tough. And no help from any place. I didn't want to go to details. But yes, you'll be very happy to know that whatever I bragged from the stage got praised from Prime Minister, got praised from the Chief Minister. And in fact, you will be very happy to know that the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, next morning at 6:30, he put on his own website all the Prime Ministers of the country and Modi on one side, all the Prime Ministers with the dogs and our Prime Minister with the cow. Because I had said, we are very proud of you, our Prime Minister, that you love cows, but other Prime Ministers love the dogs. So our Chief Minister, he put it on the next day morning and it became so viral. And I didn't know about it until my all congregation devotees started telling me, oh, you're already on the Facebook of the Chief Minister and even the Governor also, and even the Deputy Governor also. And I was so much the pressure. And should I tell you that? I have never told to anybody in the masses, but you, God brothers and God sisters, you must know that. The SIDCO, the local authority, demanded from me 5.5 crores within 4 hours. How much? 5.5 crores for giving me the NOC, and I had to pay the money within 4 hours. All glories to my spiritual master. All glories to the Vaishnavas who have seen my plight, and all glories to my good wife. She has been the backbone of my life, because we got married in Vrindavan under the direction of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and under the demand of my god sister and my mother-in-law, Rohini Devi Dasi, who demanded that Vara should get married in Krishna Balram temple, and His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj sanctioned it. And it was her 6 crores of rupees kept in the kitty which sparked a sparkling eyes from his spiritual master. I said that, Maharaj, so we'll try to spend so much of money for this project. And he said, what next? What next? And I will close myself here. There are so many wonderful stories.
Part 2.
For my Maharaj, I prepared a glory of Bhaktivedanta Ayurvedic Healing Center. Just giving one anecdote, and we made it the world class, my dear friends. And I wanted Maharaj to recuperate over there, because he used to go here and there, here and there. And for the first time in the history of our 14 years of struggle at Kargil, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj stayed for 15 days over there, taking the treatment from that center. He said that, Surdas, I'm becoming very happy. I'm very becoming young. I wish he could be there for a long time. But as the call comes, he kept on going and defying the instructions of his intimate disciples for his personal glorification or personal comfort or his personal adorations. He never ever allowed the disciples to do that, because he was different from the rest, and he will remain different from the rest all our lives. And that's what I have to tell you, my God brothers and God sisters. Feel so nice that what you have inherited, the treasure of Śrīla Prabhupada through Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Remain glorious and be indebted to your spiritual master in this lifetime. He can transform the stones to saintly people. Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare. Perhaps we can call upon Mataji later. We have plenty of time today and tomorrow, but now it's the stomach is growling.
Okay, so fantastic.
Thank you very much, Surya Prabhu. That's a very nice rendition of your offering to our beloved, dearmost Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. So please try to come back at 4 p.m. if that is possible. Yes.